Evening, friends. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to jump on here, share with you a thought that's been on my mind for quite some time. I've been shooting for a long period of time, but there are certain things I wish I knew earlier in my career, and I wanted to share with you, hopefully to help you, give you a bit of guidance. Maybe you already know these things, maybe you're already doing them. If you are, that's good for you. So I'm going to start with number one. Number one is invest outside of photography and filmmaking. The reason why I'm saying this is because our careers are really focused on us doing the job or our teams. A lot of times it's us because we love what we're doing, so we're out there shooting. Challenging part about it is that if you fall ill or if life is not going the right way, maybe you have to take care of somebody, a family member, or in my case, becoming a father. You find that sometimes a long period of time you're not able to actually do the photography, the actual work that actually brings you money. And in that period of time, you're actually spending money. The cash flow isn't going so well. So I would advise you to invest outside of photography. So have another business that is outside of you actually physically doing the action to receive the money. You could create a rental studio. You could create an Airbnb. Or you could even do another business totally outside of the realm of creativity. That gives you a bit more flexibility, and even when projects come to you and aren't, hitting the financial mark, sometimes or a lot of times, clients are always trying to lowball us, give us some lower rates. You're able to actually negotiate better because you're not in the mindset of thinking like, I need this money because I don't know when is my next project. So the money that's coming in, a lot of times we're investing it in gear, but try your level best to try to figure out how to invest it somewhere else that will bring you revenue outside of the photography and filmmaking business. It will go a long way and help you out quite a bit. Or number two of what I wrote down over here is invest in yourself. I think a lot of times we're investing in the skill of actually doing the photography and the filmmaking, which is great because we're improving that. But I would say invest in your knowledge, read a lot of books outside of the photography and filmmaking side of things, increase your general knowledge. That goes a long way in terms of how you connect with your customers and could potentially increase your business. I've realized in my career that my knowledge in business has allowed me to secure a lot of projects that aren't really skill based. It's just of the fact that I'm able to communicate as a business, and that I learned from my business degree and continue to learn from the books that I have behind me. So invest in yourself so that you're able to not only sell your skill. Some of the most successful creative businesses are people who have honed in on their business skill and aren't really super mega talented in the skill of actually taking photos and the filmmaking side of things. So invest in that aspect and not only focus on the skill level. So number three, gear doesn't make you a better photographer or filmmaker. I've had to learn this the hard way, but that is the reality of this sport. You might assume that getting the latest and greatest is going to make you capture better images and better photos, but actually practicing and going out there, failing and learning from your failures is actually the only way that you can actually improve in your art. You can also improve in your art through meeting with a mentor so that they can give you some additional knowledge from their experience, and that experience is the going out there and shooting. So meeting a mentor basically kind of allows you to not make the same mistakes that he or she has made. So that's one way. But the actual gear aspect, obviously you might be able to get some some hardware that provides you with let's say 4K shooting, open gate filming, or like 40 megapixel images, great lenses. at the end of the day, if you're not able to compose well, you're not able to decide whether you want to have a backlit image or like a frontlit image, if you don't want to have a blurry image, all these things play a role into how good your visuals are going to be. And the only way you're able to figure those things out is actually by going out there and creating these images and trying to create these images. So gear doesn't necessarily make you a better photographer. It helps. Sometimes it definitely helps. But from what I've seen now, even 2024 and 2023, when I look back last year, I've seen a lot of people who have inspired me who actually shoot with film cameras, and these are cameras that date back all the way to the 1980s, 1970s. So if we're talking about latest gear, that's not the latest gear, and it's just how that visual art communicates. Now it feels like the colors are real, the textures and also the compositions the photographers use looks amazing. So don't only focus on gear, really hone in on that aspect. Go out there and shoot as much as possible, and it's something that I've learned the hard way, and I'm hoping that you don't get into that gear acquisition syndrome. It's a really bad thing. So those are 3 things that I definitely would have loved to know earlier in my career, and I'm hoping that this helps you if you have not learned those things already. If you do have some tips, share them down below for other people to go over. I would like to hear your thoughts on what you would have loved to know early on in your career or even now. That's it for me. I hope you got something from this video. I'll see you on another one. As always, stay creative. I'm trying to push this content out. It's actually 12:30 at night, but that's the hard part of being a father and trying to do this and also doing work and all these other things. So I'm trying to juggle, but I'm trying to make it work, and I'm gonna make it work this time. Peace out. As always, stay creative.